just for me. Those afflicted mercenaries.
Just feel those G's. Good times.
That's why they give them a wide berth.
Stone Road Inn will take care of you.
Mr. Tate, he's a realtor, has been trying to organize something for the folk of the stretch. He's a good man.
Hallo. Can't talk right now, sorry.
I'll say right up front that if you're short on credits, I can't help you. Any more charity cases, I want to do your business quick. The Rangers plan on dropping by for an order soon. Take a gander. Everyone needs supply. Here, browse to your heart's content.
My size is medium, just in case you were wondering.
I get all kinds in here. Rangers, traders, locals, tourists. They all come to me for supplies.
Let's get that artifact to the launch. Talking about me is my favorite subject. A kid. Take it easy.
We need to be smarter, better in the way we handle the Ashta. Ecologies are living things. They move, they change. The way we handle Ashta works for now. So my research could open up more of Aquila to settlement in time. We need to be smarter, better in the way we handle the Ashta.
People around here think we own Aquila. They're wrong. The Ashta do.
If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be an Ashta buffet. People have no idea what we do to keep them safe.
Vigilance is what keeps Aquila City safe. Friend, I gotta confess, I'm not much in the mood for conversation. I know, I shouldn't let that woman get up under my skin, but, well, I can't seem to help it. Girl comes in here with her big ideas about how we defend our city. No respect for the way we've done things for years. No worries about the possible consequences. And expect us to thank her for making our lives more difficult. I tell you, I've never seen entitlement like that. Well then, you got about as much sense as she does. Look, this ain't New Atlantis. It ain't all flowers and chirping birds out there. These walls around us, they're here for a damn good reason. I've trained the guards here for years, again, for a damn good reason. We get it wrong, we not watching all the time, then the Ashta kill innocent people. That's the simple reality of the situation. So when someone struts into town with their untested ideas on how to do things better than those of us who dedicated our lives to protecting the city, that don't go over so well. I don't know, some technical mumbo-jumbo about sensors and behavior predictions. That's not the point. She expects us to just change up how things work, and I can't abide by it. We've gotten along just fine until now. That's a big if, and I'm not about to do a live test of whatever tech she thinks she got. Look, this is getting my blood pressure up talking about this so damn much. You think you can talk some sense into her? Be my guest. Otherwise, I suggest you leave defending this city to the people who spent their lives doing it. People around here think we own Aquila. They're wrong. The Ashta do.
If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be an Ashta buffet.
Ecologies are living things. They move, they change. The way we handle Ashta works, for now. So we have to be prepared. Well, you sure don't look like you're delivering the capacitors I'm waiting for. Something I can do for you? No. That's not really accurate. It is, however, slightly less openly hostile a reaction than I've gotten around here, so I'll take it. I'm not sure what you've heard, or, quite frankly, why this seems to be getting around the way it is. Despite assertions to the contrary, I'm not attempting to run anyone out of a job, or open the city gates to allow Ashta to come pouring in. Nor am I in any way attempting to make a statement about the competence of the current security forces and/or apparatus in Aquila City. I hope that clears things up.
I feel like I just got broadsided by the fine print. Do you know what the hell she just said?
Okay, well, I must need to work on my delivery because I keep having this problem. I need to prove that what I'm working on can make a positive difference. Then you'll see it my way. I could really use some help, in fact, just to make sure this all goes off without a hitch. Would you be willing to place some sensors for me? Yeah, I need them to start gathering data. Pretty simple. I could do it myself, but at this point, I think Davis may be having someone tail me. He's that flustered. That is great news. Just take these and stick them in specific spots in the city along the wall. When you're done, come find me. I'll find something to do in the meantime to give myself an air of plausible deniability.
If you're looking for I don't do payment plans or lines of credit, and I don't sell to shady individuals. If you can handle that, your money's welcome here. Just so you know, keep it to self-defense. Outlaws? You seem all right. Here's my selection.
I know it's home and everything, but I'm ready to put Aquila behind us for a bit.
Sure, Laredo. Don't make me regret this.
Well, you can never go wrong putting some more TLC into your main weapon.
You ask me? Traveling in Freestar collective space without... Sure, Laredo. I'm sure I got what you need.
Chunks is such an eyesore at Aquila. But, well, I can go for some chunks.
Thanks for choosing Chunks. Which chunks would you like today? Welcome to Chunks, home of the best chunks in the settled systems.
Bank robbery sounded intense. Could have gone down so much worse.
I spent a lot of my misspent youth in Aggies. Watch your back. And your wallet.
you need something to ease the pain, I can set you up.
Yes?
Hey, stranger. I think your ship's missing something. Me? I'm the best survivalist around, and I'm looking for work. You interested?
Inventory done?
Sure did.
And you put in that order with Shepard?
Mark my words, he'll be back in 2 weeks tops. And I look forward to seeing you then, my friend. Safe travels in the meantime.
Don't go believing everything you hear about me, Nash. Most of it, sure, but maybe not that much.
While I got your ear, I did want to say something. I ain't the best at expressing gratitude, but it really means a lot. You giving me this chance. Thank you for that.
Well, you've proved your worth, so I might even let you stick around a little while. As long as you don't go getting too mushy on me, that is.
Not a chance.
I'm busy. Leave me alone.
Excuse me? I hope that never happens again.
I'm saving up to see the alien extravaganza.
I see how bad people got it. We have trouble looking after our own, much less some UC transplants.
The Jansens are good people, Axel.
You remember the colony wars? Because I do. I lost kin. Now you expect me to feed them, give them jobs? That could go to our people?
The Jansens aren't the whole United Colonies. They're just people. If you don't want to help them, what about their little one, Liv?
I've had enough of this.
You're in the Vanguard, right? Hey, thanks for your service.
The sensors are pretty durable. I mean, don't go using them as target practice, and they're good to go. You got some good news, I hope? Well, that's that then. So, this next part, it's a bit delicate. See that guard tower across the way there? I need to get in there and make a few small modifications to the terminal inside. I don't have the processing power to collate all the data that'll be coming in from the sensors. The existing network does. Oh no, I wouldn't think of asking you to do that. I'm gonna hack it. But I need you to get that guard away from it long enough for me to do it.
Let's just not go crazy here. A nice small distraction.
I should only need a few moments. So, I don't know, convince him to take a break or something. Or if you're feeling particularly rebellious, maybe give him some official business to attend to. I believe it's what Davis would refer to as a ruckus. As soon as you've got him occupied, I'll scoot in and out before anyone notices. Okay? Let's do this.
The Council of Governors meet in our very own Aquila City. What brings you to the wall? Boredom? Because if that's what you're looking for, you've hit the jackpot. I'm just supposed to take this on what? Faith? Sorry, but I can't. You know what? You're wasting my time. Well, if you say so. I guess I believe you. Just don't do anything I'll regret, okay?
That's all settled then. Thanks for the assist. Hope you're none too worse for wear. And yet, you have aided in the advancement of science. Once enough data has been collected, I'll have the proof I need to convince them, especially Davis, that my technology is useful. If you're curious, come back tomorrow. I might even have preliminary findings.
For a sidearm, I recommend Laredo's firearm bed.
Over there. Tourist?
I give him 3 minutes before the smell chases him out.
Was genuine stretch in the nostrils there. Oh, they should post a sign, a warning or something.
As long as they stay clear of Aggies, they'll be fine. And a mooch.
Well, mooch isn't exactly dangerous.
Oh, man!
Welcome to the Co-Heritage Museum. I offer a brief tour, and I'm happy to discuss the city's history as well. Oh, are you a friend of Sam Coe? I do so hope you both appreciate the museum. It's about his family, after all. That is not something I expected to hear today. I assume you're somehow associated with the United Colonies? I've received some odd messages of late. Several that bordered on being incomprehensible. Honestly, I thought it was some kind of strange prank until now. A bunch of gibberish about dire consequences and frequency modulation and genetic reconstruction. It all came across as rather unhinged.
Hey, I get it, but we have to collectively let go of this feud with the UC. And besides, this is really just about a tree and someone who is really, really attached to it.
Are you defending the UC? I must say, I expected more from a Co. Well, I'm afraid you've wasted your time because I'm not authorized nor particularly inclined to release any of our pieces. That includes 100-year-old tree branches. Sorry, but it's staying in storage. Hi! Please feel free to have a look around. It's the reason I started this place. Aquila City was founded over 150 years ago by Solomon Coe, a scientist and explorer from Earth. Along with other settlers, Coe built the structures you see in the part of the city we call the core. Those proud buildings still stand today. The planet was dangerous, so they built a wall around their settlement. Eventually, they ran out of space and started building outside the wall. There were so many buildings that they had to build another, larger wall, forming a second outer ring around the growing city. Of course, the city didn't stop growing, and before long, the third wall, the outer wall you see today, was constructed. Today, Aquila City is the proud capital of the Freestar Collective, and the Council of Governors continues to meet here when they need to. Most people know Solomon Coe as the founder of Aquila City and the father of the Freestar Collective. He was an astrophysicist who lived on Earth in a place called Wyoming. Solomon was born around the time people first started living in space. Later in life, he designed starships, and when Earth was in peril, those ships helped to save humanity by taking them to new homes in the stars. The bravery and heroism it took to save humanity. Whew, goosebumps. During the Great Exodus, Solomon came to this world. He named our star Cheyenne, which was also a place on Earth, and gave Aquila its name too. He and some others built the settlement that would go on to become Aquila City, and his descendants still live here today. The museum is always open to you. Everything you see here is a piece of Aquila City's history. I have artifacts that date all the way back to the time of Solomon Coe himself. I hear what you're saying, but I'm afraid it's out of the question. I guess I don't want to impede anything important. I can't believe I'm doing this. Please return it in one piece.
Be careful. Simple fall ain't so simple in high gravity.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause... Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Sure, have at it.
Be addicted to it. It's just too good. Sometimes that's just how things are.
Okay, no problem. I'm sure you can find something you like. Looks to me like you've already...
I've got a slogan for our new ship class. It's like riding a cloud.
That doesn't even make sense. Clouds are slow and wet.
It doesn't have to make sense. Best has to sell. You doing okay? I know it's been a rough day.
Aquila City's always hopping.
Love the smell of getting back into the harness.
Yes, you need me?
And we're off. Hey, Dad, want to hear a poem I wrote? It's called a haiku. I just read about them.
A haiku? Well, sounds exciting. Let's hear it.
We're locking into orbit now. Okay. It's called space. Space is cold and dark. Starships fly there like comets, carrying us home.
Not bad. Hey, will you write it down so I can carry a copy with me?
I'll copy down too. You know how you lose things. I still don't know how you lost that picture of Nibbles the comet-eating bunny.
Hey, we're back.
Your safe return to the Lodge will please the other members
You
of
didn't let Cora handle the
Constellation.
artifact, did you? We don't know what effects it might have on someone her age.
Relax. We're fine. Go ahead. Time for that artifact to meet its siblings.
You know, this ship isn't so bad. Just needs a little love. Yup, I've been his co-pilot since I was old enough to read a map. He lets me fly sometimes, and fix things aboard, and use the intercom and everything. I just have to promise not to complain about having to stay aboard the ship when we're somewhere dangerous. Dad says when I'm older, he'll teach me how to use a pistol, and once I'm a good enough shot, I can go with him anywhere. I can't wait to get older.
Just, what are we building here?
I haven't picked up any kind of frequency or signal coming from it.
That doesn't mean much.
This thing could be emitting something we can't even detect. As far as we know, we could be building a gigantic bomb that will blow up as soon as we finish it. Or maybe it's some kind of interstellar children's toy.
Why would either of those things give the Discoverer visions and music? It's a message. I'm sure of it.
We just have to hope that finding more of the pieces will give us some clue.
I hear that. Moving forward sometimes means fumbling around in the dark. I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm coming with, that means Cora's on your ship. Likewise, you know where to find us.
If you have a moment, I have something I'd like to discuss.
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. These people are... It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full time. Anything I can learn from is a help. Before I say anything, I need to clarify that I have no formal medical training. So with that in mind, I think so. I know I said the scans weren't normal, but I would differentiate that from dangerous or concerning. I plan on keeping an eye on you, but you seem to have adapted to the changes. You're feeling okay, right? Well, not really. Based on my initial scans, but more on what I watched you do. But we'll run with it for now. For now, just relax. We're all behind you, and we'll take care of you if we need to. And if you wake up in the middle of the night to find me standing over you, taking scans or drawing blood, just take it in stride. I'm kidding, I wouldn't do that. Probably. Stay safe, okay?
Welcome back, Captain. My return to the Lodge triggered a full system update. I am now fully prepared to assist you. I will do. Lunar Robotics is a manufacturing company. They are most notable for creating Model A robots. Their headquarters was once located on Earth's moon. It was evacuated during the cataclysm that rendered Earth uninhabitable. Today, Lunar Robotics products are still found throughout the settled systems, myself included. Return soon.
You're handling this whole captain thing really well, you know. So, you gotta fill me in on what happened at the temple. What happened? What did you see? Noticeable weathering on the rock surfaces could be due to extreme erosion, which differs per planet, of course. So we can't exactly correlate age with that. But it is an interesting observation. Then what happened? I heard you did some stuff and then you changed. Okay, good. I like the positivity here. Keep that up. You encountered advanced technology that altered your biology in a way that results in... In what? Superpowers? I don't know. It changed you in some way that we don't fully understand. I like the unknown when it comes to exploring, not when it comes to my body. But yeah, I mean, it is really neat. I just hope it stays neat and nothing, you know, not neat. Anyway, thanks for filling me in on the temple and your power. I wonder if we can find any more traces of whoever built them. Just opens up a world of questions. It's so exciting. Let's talk. When you have time, of course. I've been thinking a lot about my early days and got me pretty nostalgic, and I started digging in some old things. Just sort of reminiscing. I found some of Irvin's last messages to me and thought I'd listen to them again to hear his voice. Oh, sorry, I got ahead of myself there. Remember a bit ago we were talking about Constellation? I've just been thinking about it since. And Irvin, my husband, used to be in Constellation way back when. So my mind jumped to thinking about him. So I was listening to these old messages to hear his voice. No, I apparently read at least a few of these. I just don't remember. It was a difficult time. I guess I didn't think of it that way, but yes, it was sad. It was also comforting, though. So, most of the messages were everyday things. Lots of excitedly written news about biodiversity and plant life. But one thing stood out. In one of his messages, he mentioned this job that he took at a mine shortly before he died. He said something terrible was happening there. But the message was garbled after that. True, but this was different. I recognized this pattern from the war. A portion of the message was encrypted. Well, Vasco helped me decipher it. Turns out the message was from Irvin, and he was begging me to help him. The message was short, but his voice was pained. He was so upset. He said they were going to destroy his life if he didn't leave the planet now. Then he asked me to help clear his name. Said they had a case against him. Oh, he sounded so upset. Yes. Hearing his voice in so much pain was very difficult. Oh, I wish I had noticed this message when he sent it. So in this message, Irvin said he was being framed. He said they'll do it again. He asked if Constellation could send more help. It It is, but I was thinking about it and, well, it's still wrong, right? So I figured, hey, I can do some sort of a remote investigation here, see what I can find out. There's gotta be a paper trail, right? Now, I happen to have a trustworthy contact who knows a bit about law and owes me a favor. I'd need to pay in advance in case there are any access fees or bribes. He knows how to navigate archived and redacted legal documents, so he'll look for anything to do with Irvin on Gagarin. If those documents are protected, he might have to pay to access them. Might need to grease some palms, too. That works. I'll tell them to go ahead with the investigation. You know, hearing Irvin's voice again made me want to help him. Even though I know I can't. Does that make any sense? I appreciate that. It's going to be hard to get some sleep tonight after all this. But the fact that I'm doing something about it might be enough to help. Hopefully poking around in old records doesn't catch the attention of Hephaestus. Well, anyway, I'll let you know if my contact finds anything.
I'm up for a little adventure. Ask away. Ask away. Yep.
Captain, you have returned. A cursory scan indicates that you are in good health.
I must admit, you've surprised me. I thought you were going to take off as soon as you'd gotten something from us. But I was wrong. I want you for a little soiree I'm planning. A business meeting, of a sort at least. All right, fine. I need your help. It's about an artifact, and our goal is simple. We're going to purchase it. Our seller is a freelance operative in the city of Neon, which means the artifact is almost certainly stolen from someone. I just need a little more presence in the negotiation to show we're serious. And I think you'd be perfect. Oh, exceedingly. The free market there is in full effect. Anything goes as long as you have the money. We'll be taking advantage of that. I hate to point out the obvious, but everyone in Constellation is exceedingly dangerous. Even the 12-year-old. I know my request isn't what we usually do, but we all have our methods. I have connections and buying power. Why not use them? So what do you say? I just need a ride to Neon, we talk to a few underhanded operatives, and then we're back for evening drinks. Keeping me waiting. New. Very well. Let me know.
I have been idle here for a long time. I believe Barrett would describe this state as bored.
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation, the artifacts. That doesn't sound crazy, does it? Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I feel like if I did, now would be a good time for one. You and me. Obviously, we don't know. So it would You're doing great out there.
I don't like the idea of relying on the Freestar Collective, but here we are. Have you paid a visit to Miss Kessler in Aquila City? Well, I'm sure she'll get over it. Or perhaps you could simply avoid Aquila City. Maybe the entire Freestar Collective. No great loss there. Now, I just need a moment to analyze this and synthesize an audio response to our friend here. Right, so we'll feed in a sample. Now the program will incorporate the genetic and chemical makeup of the sample, extrapolating the size and structure of the original tree. This was put together rather hastily, so complete accuracy is impossible, but I'm hoping it's enough. And there it is. Our best hope for a positive solution to this mess. So, we now have a simulated response to our tree. All that's left is to play it. An excellent question. I have been wondering myself. I've been forced to listen to this SSNN kiosk chatter incessantly this entire time. I think it could be put to better use. We don't have time to go through the proper channels, but if you can find a terminal and get this uploaded into their system, it might do the trick. Perhaps, but desperate times, and all that. Certainly, if you have some other option, by all means, take advantage of it. But if not, well, this is our only option at the moment. I have no doubt that you will.
The final scores were surprisingly tight, with Tayo Astroneering earning a single award more than rival Stroud-Eklund. One judge said, technologically, it's neck and neck. Really, there's no bad choices this season. Rumors abound that Stroud-Eklund has one more trick up its sleeve to reclaim its title from last year. You're listening to the Settled Systems News Network.
That's just not the way to handle a situation like that. You need to read the room.
Or at the very least, stay silent.
Sadly, tact isn't taught in school these days.
This space is a memorial to those lost during the Colony War. Your consideration is requested. If you are a citizen and require brief counseling, you may speak with any Colonial Health Services representative to initiate counseling intake.
You know, there's nothing wrong with breakfast for dinner, or lunch, or dessert. It's all food.
Ain't that the truth?
Waffles, pancakes, and breakfast burritos, it's like you're playing the menu's greatest hits. Are you sleeping any better? I know you were spooked by what happened at the spaceport.
I'm hanging in there. I just hope security makes sure nothing like that ever happens again.
I don't know if you've heard, but my sister started her own homestead.
Huh.
She's so amazing. Her only flaw is she keeps making me look bad.
Not like she'll be single forever.
just doesn't add up. Spaceport has anti-Xeno protocols. How the hell does a whole herd of terramorphs touch down undetected?
Just one quiet day. Not too much to ask for.
I'm sorry, but I need sign-off from the Interstellar Affairs office before I can set foot in there.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's plumbing, not a peace treaty. It could cause an incident.
It would mean my job, sir.
Fine. I'll begin the process. Wouldn't want to withhold a chance for more red tape from the great UC.
Never forget what the FC did. Never forget. Down with the FC. What's my problem with them? Really? I'm keeping the FC accountable for the terrible things they've done. The Colony War was an unforgivable tragedy. Countless lives could have been spared, but the Freestar Collective was out for blood. The Freestar Collective took my father away from me. Oh, please. Grief has nothing to do with it. Facts are facts. And the fact of the matter is that my dad would be alive if the FC never broke the Treaty of Narian. Well, I want it torn down, of course. The fact that there's even an embassy for them here after what they did, it's infuriating. Tear it down. Tear it all down. Ha! Diplomacy? That doesn't mean anything to the FC. They'll break any law and treaty that they feel like. It doesn't matter to them. Uh-huh.
If you have an appointment, they'll check you at the door.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador in her office. Go on through. You're good. Proceed inside.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means you. Official business? Talk to the ambassador.
Sounds like it was a real mess down at the spaceport.
Security, and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC
It's
never
good to be
fails
back at the
disappoint.
embassy.
just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
This building is Freestar sovereign territory. So in here, we're the law.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment? Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right. Excuse me. A less level-headed person might think that was a threat, Captain. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go? No, Captain, I'm not, and I'll tell you why. What you experienced down there at the spaceport, I've lived that once before already. Fought tooth and nail as aliens rampaged in the streets of my home and others all throughout the collective. But my aliens were placed there by UC hands. So I'm not interested in anyone getting power like that ever again. The UC most of all. You have my answer. Now please take the hint. You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance. One to convince me. Understood. Did I not make myself abundantly clear, Captain? I'm listening. You know that for sure. That is interesting. A fair point. How would it look if the collective simply sat by while more attacks came to pass? And those lives are in my hands. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once, you get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement? Well then, I guess you better get a move on.
You're allowed 3 places. Conference room, lobby, or the ambassador's office. You set foot anywhere else, there's going to be problems. Sorry. Everyone's a little on edge after the attack.
Guests can make themselves comfortable in the lobby. Wait, something's wrong.
Sounds like it was a real mess down in the space.
Thank you again for all you've done, Captain. Radcliffe. Always more errands to run. Captain, apologies. Something I need to attend to.
This building is Freestar sovereign territory. So here,
Most times, entry to New Atlantis is seamless. But on occasion, you have officers who want to settle old grievances. Let's hope we don't run into any more delays on this visit. Thank you for helping me with UC security.
The orphan and the platypus? Funny stuff. Can't really remember it.
Hey, no funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough flight stuff.
Another day, another credit.
Captain, can I help you?
Howdy.
Yes? They said it's over. That we can get back to work. Like I'm going to get any work done today.
Pardon?
Welcome back. Everything going well with the ambassadors? Wait, you got her to agree? Without putting a gun to her head? And all she wants are monitors. Then what are you doing here? Yes, granted, we'll make the arrangements. Heavens above, we'll make them citizens. Just get back there before she changes her mind.
Hey.
You're out there a lot, right? In space? Just do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spacers. Scum of the galaxy. Robbing, stealing, killing. Even the Crimson Fleet don't trust them.
By the Freestar Collective's ragtag fleet, both sides decided the time had come to bring the colony war to an end. So, the two parties came together to negotiate the terms of the armistice. Fleet sizes would be capped, mechs and xeno weapons outlawed, and all research related to those fields would be kept under lock and key in their own special archive, which actually rests below our feet as we speak. And while these new restrictions transformed the settled systems overnight, entire economies were upended with the flick of a pen. They also marked the start of something critical: cooperation between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective for the first time in decades. A pledge between the powers for a more harmonious future. Thank you for listening.
The UC and the Freestar Collective traded a lot of lives for not a lot of gain. But I guess that's war, isn't it?
I honestly expected this place to be a lot more rah-rah UC. Maybe they learned their lesson.
Some Claude told me the other day he thought the colony war was the UC's fault. He's just lucky security was around, is all I'm saying.
This is a place for quiet reflection, so please keep chatting to a minimum. The archives themselves are off limits, but you're free to look around up here.
If you told someone 20 years ago the UC would lose a war to the Freestar Collective, they'd probably suggest you get your head examined.
Not supposed to be talking to you.
You got your clearances? Good.
Exactly. It's like...
When someone insults you, you want to just beat the shit out of them sometimes, but you don't.
Well, not quite what I was thinking, but that's actually a great example, Marcus. The man in the story was cruel. But you know why he was cruel? You must feel what he feels. Understand his pain. Accept it. And deliver it not back upon him.
Empathy. You mean empathy? But you say it like it's easy. Like anyone can just love a terrible person who has been terrible to them.
Yeah, why even bother? I mean, isn't the cycle of humanity peace and war back and forth, like forever? Seems kind of pointless to try so hard for something that won't last. Nothing ever really changes.
It's not easy, no, but necessary. Because you see, everything has changed. God has given us the intelligence, the ingenuity to reach into the stars, to travel his path, to truly find him. But we can't do it alone. The only way is through unity. Huh. Yes, Andreas. Yes. Unity. Well, I'm sure you all have other things to do. Thank you for taking the time to stop, talk with me.
That just left me a lot to think of.
A few friends seeking some spiritual guidance. I hope it weren't in the way or a distraction.
I don't really go for all this religion stuff, but I like talking to Aquilus. There are worse ways to spend a day than talking philosophy.
Have you ever heard one of his sermons? They're really good. Even just the sound of his voice is comforting, I guess.
Aquilus has seen so much. I'm really glad I can talk to him when I need to.
Oh, hi there. I'm Marcus Lestari. Are you interested in the Sanctum Universum? Don't worry. I'm not trying to sell you anything. It's just that this is an exciting time for our church. We're growing every day, and if you're interested, we'd love to talk with you. Actually, we've had a few visitors come by recently, but they have yet to come visit us again. This strikes me as a good opportunity. I'm wondering, would you like to go check in with those visitors and welcome them back to our church? Maybe all they need is just another invitation. And don't worry, I'll pay for your effort, of course. Well, that's why. We want to keep growing our community, but sometimes people can be suspicious of others who are already heavily involved in the church. A new face like yourself might make the prior visitors more comfortable with returning, and you all may learn something along the way. Either something about the church or about yourselves. All right. If you change your minds, come back to me.
You're entering Freestar Sovereign territory, so show some respect in there.
Guests can make themselves comfortable in the lobby.
Captain, apologies. Something I need to attend to.
Back at last. I presume the deputy was receptive to our proposal. Are we all in agreement? Excellent. Follow me. They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Don't make me regret this, Captain. Trust must be earned, so we'll let the UC own it. I suppose we're in this together now.
you a member? Keeper Aquilus seems to know what he's talking about. I had this graph jump once, and I don't know, I felt something. Thought I was crazy at first.
Keeper Aquilus has been helping me work through some, anger issues.
Is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
I wonder if anyone really knows what happened at the spaceport.
Don't look at me. I haven't got a clue.
Are you working toward that next technological leap? Then let Ryujin Industries help you get
Their shipboard system literally uses quantum synergy software to talk to the hardware.
Can we run through it one more time?
You can over-rehearse. It'll sound canned. We got to keep it loose.
But I keep stumbling over the third quarter projections.
We've been over it 1,000,000 times. They won't care about a flawless presentation. What they will care about is the projected PL. And we've got that covered.
Ooh, we're going to own this meeting.
That's the spirit.
I know people say it's a scam, but I really think I should give it a shot.
That sounds great.
He's quite something, our Bobby, isn't he?
I can't believe the UC just wrote us off.
Came back with red eyes.
Well, what can you do?
If you have a news story for me, I'm very happy to pay your fee. You talk and get paid, I spread the news. It's a classic win-win. Really? To say you have my undivided attention is an understatement. A lot of people were there. The accounts we've got were chaotic. What was your role in that? Wait. I heard someone from Constellation was involved. That was you? Oh, this is great! Like, embarrassingly important award-winning great. The whole city is still on edge over the attack. We were fortunate, damn fortunate, that casualties were so low. What was it like in the thick of things? That makes what you did even more, well, amazing. It sounds like New Atlantis, Heck, the whole UC owes you a great debt. Any closing comments? I already have a good story here. That makes me feel better. I feel like such a sap, but it does. Hey, Constellation? From all of us that live here, thanks. We use the word hero a lot in news, but you really are one. My source is back. Here to report anything else? You certainly get around. I'm surprised that branch has any customers left the number of times it's been held up. But I thought the Rangers had finally managed to get a handle on it. I heard there was a standoff. That true? I hear the robbers are provided free of charge. All part of the service. What happened to the robbers? The Shaw gang? You did what? I mean, you're well spoken, but a hostage negotiator? I'll do some research and make sure that checks out. These things are often messy. Any customers or Galbank staff get hurt? That's really good news. Usually, well, it's a different kind of story. You were there. You were involved in resolving it. Any comment on the Freestar Rangers? Having another high-profile robbery in their own backyard is a bit of a black eye. Got it. Stories like this always fire up public outrage and appetite. Thanks for the interview. And take this.